it's December daily time again. So today is day 4. I have this cute photo of a box of chocolates that my sister bought for me just as a nice surprise. I made this little design on Silhouette Design Space and then I've printed it with a laser printer and used gold foil. What else have I got? I've got my paper here that I want to use and these waterfall photo sleeves. These are great for using as inserts. I've done this before. I'm hoping it will work in this album because it's got the 3 rings rather than the 2, but I'll make it work somehow. So I bought these to use with my fuse. I did not get on with the fuse tool, therefore I sold it, but I still have a bunch of these. Last year I worked out that you can use them as like a little individual 4x6 pocket. So my plan is to add my photo on one side, some paper on the other and turn it into like a little gift, as these were a gift from my sister. And then I was gonna add this journaling, which I love, along the side, but I've just realised that it covers pretty much the whole photo. So I think I'm going to need to reprint journaling and have it sort of down the bottom somewhere. So we'll leave that off for now. First things first, I want to cut this down to 6x4 so it will fit in this little pocket. I've used a 6x6 paper pad for this, so that should make it slightly easier. Let's mind these bows out of the way. Now that I have got the laser printer, I am using a lot more of my digital designs and sort of working these out on the computer before I'm adding them in here, which is unusual for me. It's not something I usually do. By 4. There we go, and then that will go on the back of this photo, but I need to cut the little edge off. Does anyone know why they add that on? This little like terrible bit? Who knows? There must be a reason. Maybe it's so that you can hold it and not hold the ink. There must be some kind of method behind it, but I don't understand it. Anyway, this should be a really quick one to put together because most of it was done in like the planning stages. So what I want to do, that will just go onto the back. I want to take this piece and add it on like you would wrap a little present, and then I've cut the bow again so that I can add it on top, just so that it gives you, I'll try and show you close up here, the way I've made it, it goes through the centre and it doesn't sort of, you can't, there's no gap. I don't know how to explain that any better. Whereas this one has got like the white edging the whole way around and it just looks better on top, like so. I'll hold that a bit closer because I'm not sure you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. Right, so I definitely want to add those on. I think I will stitch around the edge. I'm trying to decide whether to do that once this is glued down or before it's glued down. Probably before, so let me stitch the edge of this one and I'll come back to you. There we go, I've stitched around the edge just with white thread. I kind of like that it adds a little bit of something, but it's not too noticeable. So next step is to add this pretty bow. There we go. And then I was going to add this on foam tape, but I don't think it needs it. I think with the 2 layers, it stands up enough. I don't want to make my album too bulky if I can help it, because my first few pages were really thick. There we go, and that's pretty much it for the front. There it is. I knew I had one out. I want it to be in the page protector so that it opens from the back. So this will go in like so. Look like this. This one will just slide in behind it. And then I will go ahead and reprint my journaling. Before we carry on with the video, I just want to take this opportunity to ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post more crafty videos. But this time I will just do it to fit down here. The only other thing we need is a number, because I was planning to add my number at the top of this, but obviously that's the wrong shape. So I'm thinking, I think I will add the number. I could write it down here, couldn't I? Just like write the word 4. Let me see what alphas I've got and I'll come back and show you. Right, I have reprinted my journaling and I've looked through my alphas. So I think I'm going to go for these alphas. These are a pale grey from Studio Calico and they're really thin, which I like. There we go, so that just fits in that corner and that looks quite pretty. It doesn't stand out a huge amount, but I quite like that. So all that's left to do for this is just add my journaling onto the bottom here. I could leave a border. Depends if... Do you know what? I might actually add it slightly wonky, mostly because I don't know if you can see, but it's printed like slightly off to one side. So to offset that, let's add it on there wonky, shall we? No one except us will know. Also, the box is sort of at a slant in this picture, so should work quite well. Let's trim these bits. There we go, and then our journaling is on there. It does look a little bit plain on this side. I'm tempted to add some tiny staples. Why not? Let's give it a go. Or I could... No, I was going to add stitching, but I've got quite a lot of stitching. There we are, just some little staples to add a little something. And that's it. So here's our front. This bit will go on the back. Have it in here. Also, I'm thinking of adding a tab on the side, which I didn't mention before, but they're next to me. It won't be that way, but it'll be this way. So once they're in here, there's a little bit of plastic left on the side that you would have fused onto your page protector, but I'm going to use it to just punch holes into to add it into the album. So it will look like this, and then when you flip it over like this. The tabs that I've got are these, which are clear ones, but I have also got some from the Felicity Jane collection, I think. The only tab I could find was the one that says it's Christmas time, which doesn't really work with what I'm doing. So I'm thinking I'm going to try one of these, which is just a clear tab, and then I could put one of these little words in this part. I think it actually comes with, it does, the little bits of paper. There we go, which is handy because it shows me how big my word can be. We can have a word on either side. So So I think I will go for Happy's a nice one, Family. Cheer is quite nice. Smiles. Let's go for Smiles. That will look nice on one side. And then on the other side, let's have Surprise. Hoping that fits. Slightly too long, but the word doesn't take up the whole sticker, so I'll just trim off the bits that don't fit. There we go. Trim off the edges of that one. Which one shall I have? We'll have Surprise the side of the present. There we go. And then just add this on the side. I've never used tabs before. I bought them because Ali Edwards uses them a lot and I love her projects. So I bought some to try out, but this is my first time using them. There we go. Slide that on. I do really like these ones actually. They're from Amazon. I'll try and link them down below if you're in the UK and you need to get your hands on some. There we go. So it says Smiles on this side, Surprise on this side, and we are done. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I will see you again tomorrow for more December Daily. Bye!